what I'm worried about? I'm worried about the fact that we might have killed an innocent person. Now, if you go back to the video that I did on this, I said that, you know, some really think they killed an innocent person. I said, if this, because they were saying that the brother had mental issues, right? And I said, if he has mental issues and he is cornered and he is in fear and he freaks out, he can be saying stuff that is not actually true. Alright, so let me get everybody caught up so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Shantae Sykes, it was the 8-year-old girl that went to school and went missing, and she was found in bushes nearby her home a couple of days after she had been reported missing. Now, they took 3 guys into custody, and if you remember, the community also exacted some jungle justice upon one individual who was beaten and burnt, and he passed away. And those 3 guys that were into custody have been released since. This discussion I'm having with you here is, did they actually get the right person? Let's think about that for a second. Alright? Get caught up? Alright, on to the conversation. Well, another person held in connection with Charles, you know what. I'm talking about the whole situation with the Shantae Skyers of Sterling Castle Heights, St. Andrew. So the 8-year-old that went missing, and then she was found days later, and of course she was dead and all that other stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Now they've held another person in connection. Remember though, that they had 2 persons of interest in custody at the time when one other person was being beaten and burnt to death, accused of being the person that did it. And now they have another person in. So either this was a group thing and a couple of men are responsible and they held 2 people and they started talking and they pull in one more, or this is a case of the guy that they actually, the community gave the jungle justice to, is innocent. Yeah, we don't know. Kai right here. You ready? Alright, so this brings to 3 the number of persons now being questioned by investigators. So it's a bit of 4. Because 3 are being questioned by investigators and 1 was handled by the community. So 4. One other man is being held in connection to the murder of Little Shantae and is being questioned by investigators, while the 2 other men who were taken in last week by the police still remain in lockup, said Assistant Superintendent Dahlia Garrick, head of the Police Corporate Communications Unit, CCU. Skyer's decomposing body was found last Tuesday among rebels in a section of the community following a 5-day search where she failed to return home from school. A relative newcomer to the rural community, having moved there only in January, the police strongly believe Skyers was sexually assaulted before being killed by her attacker. So Skyers was a relative newcomer to the community, babe. She had just moved there in January. A post-mortem is scheduled for today. In the aftermath of the discovery, the child's body, Miguel Williams, a 26-year-old resident of the community, was attacked and beaten and then set on fire by an angry mob who accused him of knowledge of what led to Skyer's demise. They didn't accuse him of knowledge of what led to. They accused him of being the one to do it. Garrick said Williams had not previously been booked for any sex-related offenses, adding that investigators are also still ongoing into his death. So they're still, investigating his death. I don't know what there is to investigate. Who did it? Who dragged him? Who lit the fire? I know that all investigations, including both deaths, are being carried out in earnest, she said. The Star was told that up to the time of Williams' death, that no information was shared with the police to indicate that he was suspected by residents to have been involved. Wow. So up to the time of his death, no information was shared with police to indicate that he was even suspected by the community, by anyone, of being involved in. So, like I said, did they just pounce upon someone that... Yeah, that was after, babe. Yeah. But the police are saying that up until the time of his death, nothing was said to them that indicated that anyone suspected him of being involved in any way. You think of that? Yeah. Where are Baga doing at your house? And that start kick, koof, cough, quack. And you know how that goes already. But really and truly, what is her bag doing in your house? You must know something if her bag was found in your house. But does he share the dwelling with someone else, or does he live there by himself? Who else could have possibly brought the bag in there? Like, there's a lot of stuff that we could look at. Me and Brains share a house, right? She could bring stuff in here without me knowing. People run up in here and search and find stuff, and I'm looking at it like, what the hell is that? I never brought that in here. You bring that in here, and she's going, no, I didn't. Unless you bring it in here. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. So, reading some comments, General Ibag said, I just want to know, the man with them burn, is he a part of the killing of the child, or they just assuming that he was? Because if he is not a part of it, they just killed an innocent man for no reason at all. Right? And he had 22 replies to this comment. Someone says, damn. Oh, Nisha K24 tagged you in this, babe. She said, damn, hashtag brains and the beat. The truth soon come right out. Time to things. ThickB24 says, where did he jump to a conclusion? Your interpretation of a simple 5-letter paragraph is totally off. ThinkB24 says, if this is so, this could have been avoided simply with 2 boxes of morning after pills for these heifers. Cruel mothers. I don't know what that means. Moving right along. Alright, Tree says, so, didn't the residents kill a man last week? I thought everyone had it all figured out. So why is it that the police still have a job to do with the connection of the young girl's death? Did the residents kill the right person? See, everybody wants to know now, you know. What a sad world it would be if this man the police held confesses to committing the crime all alone. See? And that's why I said I believe in jungle justice, but we have to make sure that we get the right person. Because you kill a man, you can't bring him back. That's the same reason why I believe in capital punishment. I believe hanging should come back to Jamaica. But given how corrupted the system is, we have to stand down on that belief, because I can see innocent people being scapegoated to fill the slot for somebody's killy brethren, if you know what I mean. And then we're losing a whole bunch of people to the system. Just put one in the man. Alright. Amari over here too. Amari says, so every news media outlet are refrain from talking about the innocent man. The angry residents burnt. Okay, I will talk about it then. Can't justify injustice with injustice. Well, we don't know if he's innocent yet. Right? So we still have to wait. Official Joy Day says, the fact that so many men are in connection to this innocent baby girl's death, praying for this world, heartbreaking, beyond, praying for her family and her loved ones. That's true. And Brains out there said, I was going to say that too. They do that all the time. They even hold them for extended periods of time. Look on Squash. Squash do almost a year. And then just walk out. Pat you on your back. Alright, brother. When I'm not get you no more. Go on. While meanwhile your reputation is being damaged outside because people are saying, yeah man, them hold him because him involved in a so and so. I him rape the little girl, you know. I him, why you think them have him in there so long? 8 months later, suspect was released without further due to lack of evidence or whatever. So it's very possible that these people that they're holding on to either are totally involved, or very possible that these people they're holding on to have absolutely nothing to do with it. Right now we're at a sticky spot. It's also very possible that the person that they killed was actually the one that did it, or the person that they killed had absolutely nothing to do with. In this event right here though, Kai, people would be saying, well, if they killed the man, then, and they're not sure, because at this point we're not sure, then that in itself is wrong. Do you agree, babe? So at this point it's wrong because we're questioning too much at this point. So we don't know. And I haven't had anybody that come out and say, look, we short say him because this and that and that and the other. We need some people to come out and talk from the community. But right now, nobody's going to come out and talk because everything's under investigation. And the last thing you want to do right now is come out and say, yeah, I'm guilty. And they point a finger and say, you are one of the people. I him set the fire. I saw Flo did put the gas on him and light him. And next thing you know, you're implicated in and scapegoated again. Right? So the best thing people are going to do right now is keep their mouth shut. I do believe in jungle justice. I'm going to say it again. But at this point in the game, this is exactly the reason why I said what I said earlier in the other videos. We're confused now. We don't know if we have an innocent man or if this is a guilty man and he's dead. And he could very well possibly tomorrow turn out to be totally innocent and we can't bring him back. So, I'm going to read a few more comments. I am Raquel M says, it's 3 men involved, plus those who knew about it after are also guilty. So not because police lock up 1 or 2, it means the district burned the wrong person. People in the community know what's up. People online need to stop playing cops with the speculations. 6 set of SHIPs. Them and them mother, who is defending her nasty ass, sick ass kids, saw signs too that these men were probably dating schoolgirls, complimenting little girls. There are always signs that loved ones choose to ignore. I agree to a certain extent here. I agree to a certain extent. Let me tell you something. And let's be for real. We all have a side of us that our parents don't know about, right? We all have a side of us that you act one way around us, well, I can't say we. Yeah, me have to fix up the talk. Cause I decided to be like that as soon as I was old enough to realize that they can't beat me anymore. So if you can't hold me and beat me, we're gonna have to fight, right? If you want to put on licks, we're going to fight. And then I decided that there wasn't no need to be that anymore. But most people then, that's the word I should use, or rephrase. Most people have more than one self. One way when them go around their parents, another way when they go around their... Listen, may have a different me when I go around my grandparents. Because certain words that I use, I won't use them around my grandparents. Certain tone of voice that I use, I won't use them around my grandparents. But may I talk about my grandparents? You know what I'm saying? So, for you to say that relatives always know, they don't always know. They don't always know. They don't always know when pedophiles in our family. They don't always know when rapists in the family. People do sick stuff outside of and then show up at dinner every Sunday at grandma's house or show up at the gatherings all the time. And everybody like Uncle Marky, and Uncle Marky this and that, when Uncle Marky is a rapist, or Uncle Marky is a this and a that. So they don't always know. For his name's sake, said Lord Jesus. So what happened to the other man that they burnt? No sir, this not look good. So what everybody is saying right now is, this is a total mess. And this absolutely looks like we just executed the wrong person. Sad to say, but there is such a thing called pedophile ring, meaning a group of very sick and disturbed, wicked individuals who need to be brought up. May I read about 2 or 3 more comments, then I'm going to call it quits. Miss Henry 81 says, Father God, why so much big man in connection with the murder of one little innocent, fragile 80-year-old girl? People in these communities need to stop skin teeth and weed all these low, dirty, wicked, nasty pedophiles out of the community. Kill them off by any means necessary. Them can't stay around here. If they keep on damaging the youth by raping or killing them, what is the future going to look like when the children are the future? Some things need to be done, cause this right here, so, are the height of evil. And again, dealing off raw emotions, we want justice. We want justice, but we can't be too quick to execute judgment and justice, because we are still questioning, is that the right person? No one has connected this guy directly to the incident yet. Brain said they found, or it was put out that they found her bag in his house. But like I said, how many people share that house? Him and him brother, but him and him brother probably have other people who are going there. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know yet. We have to get to the bottom of this, and he could very well be totally innocent. Maybe him brother do it and him brother sister, the community are going to kill him, so him brother give up him own brother. When he get beat, yeah man, me read that. And that's where I said in the video, Brains is saying that when he got, which I said in the other video, when he was getting beaten before he got burnt, he confessed, he was saying that it wasn't him alone. It wasn't him alone, and him and him brother do it. Right? Now, my thing was, he's known to be someone of unsound mind in the community. And the one person just said, Lord, him maddy, you know. Everybody know him to be of unsound mind. This is an unsound mind individual. So, I was saying, someone that has mental issues that makes them unstable, if you corner them to do them harm, and they freak out and start calling names, I know me and my brother do it, you can't really hold that as true confession. You know what I'm saying? He was scared, he said a bunch of things and probably never even understand say him will get killed. He probably think he might get some big tough lick where he can't handle. And he was dying for it to be over. Kai here fighting me for my tripod. Kai, want me tell the people on you? Me tell them, you know, Kai? Kai wants to be on camera. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up the video, but I'm put Kai in the camera. Come. Come down. Lord God, you almost turn over my camera. Come here. See, ma? He's in his walker. Say hi, everybody. Them a hold me down. Tell them. They're holding me down. Yeah, long time I want to reach in front of the camera. Not true. I had to fight my way here. Alright, one more. Rush Hour 34 said, I believe when you don't know WTF y'all doing, because when you just make them kill a man saying him a suspect. Now this, chop. I'm tired of only here, man. While they comment them sweet over here, so I have to do one more. Jacqueline Williams said, but if all these men are plaguing the community, a rape and a rob, why in heaven's name would she alone be traveling through that bush? Not even adults should be walking alone through there if this is true. My God. That is after the facts. Marijuana says, wait a bit. So, I thought they burned their killer last week. Well, God, please step in and expose the killer. They obviously in a community because them kill the man and say him, may his beautiful child, may this beautiful child rest in peace. Alright, let me end this video by saying this. At this point, I'm confused. But it speaks volume. It says we should not have been so quick to rush to judgment, because we very well might have. Now later on you might come out hearing that he very well was involved, right? But at this point we don't know. And the fact that right now we don't know and he's dead is sad. Because the only way someone should receive that treatment is if we are absolutely sure. It's like issuing the death penalty and then carrying out the death penalty on a person, and then 5 years later we find out that person had nothing to do with what they were executed for. You can clear the person's name, but the person's life is gone. You know what I'm saying? Leave your comments in the comment section and tell me what you think about this one. Do you think this brother that they burned was involved, or do you think his brother might have been the one that did it, probably with his friends even, but threw his mentally unstable brother under the bus because him say, well, them say I'm a madman anyway, so me just go join you and say a him too. You better one of him than three away. Leave your comment in the comment section below. I'm out. Peace. Say ta-ta, ta-ta. Kai. Say bye. Bye, Papa. Look right there. Say bye. Now give them no bye-bye. Alright, so. Alright, people.